The day of resurrection. Obviously, this is an Easter hymn, and this one can be a little bit tough. The first two stanzas, especially the first one, can be challenging. The last two are pretty easy. Stanza 1. So first of all, resurrection, whose? Well, Jesus rose, we also will rise on the last day. But this is talking about Jesus' resurrection, so I will be specific. Today, Jesus rose alive. Earth, announce abroad the Passover of gladness, the Passover of God. What do we do with that? You could just sign the Passover of gladness, Passover of God, but what does it mean? Well, the Passover is the story of salvation. In the Old Testament, it is the primary story of God saving his people. So maybe God's glad story of salvation, God succeeded saving us. I think maybe that would work. Yeah, it doesn't really give the full expansion, but it points out that it's the story of salvation. So I think that works. Now, the rest, the second half of the stanza. In the Old Testament, after the Passover, God took his people out of Egypt and eventually into the Promised Land. And so that's the picture that's going on here. Christ saves us from death and he gives eternal life. He saves us from sin's reign or sin's power, for brought us over. Maybe that Christ leads us with hymns of victory. So in that second half, the beginning of it, really the point is that you want to picture that Christ is saving us from one thing and taking us, leading us, giving us something else. So you have that comparison. Stanza 2. The first half, the goal is to see Christ resurrected and maybe move things around a little bit. So the first line, we need someone doing, the heart's purged, who's doing that? So God cleanses hearts. Then we can see the Lord, his resurrection shining brightly. Then the second half, the goal is to hear Christ's word. So attending Christ's word, we see him calm and true, plain, calm, and maybe calm and blunt, correct, but calm and true, I think. Christ greets us, we sing and celebrate his victory. Stanza 3, now it gets much, much easier. Stanza 3 is all praise to God. So now the heavens rejoice, let earth begin singing, let all the world triumph, everything here celebrate. Let all things we see and can't see sing together joyfully because Christ the Lord rose alive, our joy continues forever. And then stanza 4 is really easy. All praise give God the Father, all praise give God the Son, all praise give God the Spirit, eternal, three in one. Let all his saved people bow down before his throne. Honor, power, glory belongs to God alone. Wow, the first two stanzas were something, but those easy. So I hope that that was really helpful for those two, just thinking about what that means. God bless you as you interpret this.